What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, I hope this is the name of the band making their debut on the channel tonight. We have Architects. Yes, indeed. How about that? Architects making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all those clicks and those likes and the bibbity-boobity bop, do me a favor. Before you do all those things, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This is a request from Ettore Jean Felipe Bottazzi. And Ettore Jean Felipe Bottazzi wanted to see me react to this song by Architects called A Match Made in Heaven. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, hang on, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Epitaph Records, okay? And the video has 7.6 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. A link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Architects, A Match Made in Heaven. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Boy, ain't that the truth. I don't like pausing right in the middle. I'm gonna start all over again. Yeah. Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. Boy, you are not kidding. That is absolutely true. Those are absolute facts, and you cannot deny those. Yep. Very, very true indeed. And very applicable for modern times. Yep. Yep.
Tell me what's it a weapon to watch your kingdom grow? On the edges in the ocean, never stop that slow.
Okay.
Suck, let's go. Running through the car, so house left to jump good job. Running through really like the start of our lives lost. Now we can't live without a trace, but we took something they could not replace. A match made in heaven, back from earth to hell. We've been down this path before. Complete retribution. So fuck your revolution. You tell our pace and spit it out as well. You've been feeding the world that's waiting at the door. You are running to future. We found your fingerprints all over the trigger. Left you lucky but silent. Take a look in the mirror.
The energy and the drive on this song are fantastic. Outstanding, and great usage of playing with feel, switching between that straight time and that halftime feel. Really nice, really nicely done. The guitar tone sounds really good. It's thick. It's very thick, borderline muddy, but not quite there. It's getting close though. If it adds any more distortion to that, it's going to get really muddy really quick. But not quite there yet. I can hear the bass ever so slightly. Drumming sounds good. I like the tone they're getting out of the kick actually. Trying to how do I want to approach this with the vocals? Let's keep going for right now. Let's keep going for right now. Let's see where this goes.
You know all along that the cancer was burned. So don't be surprised. You'll find a price on your head. Sorry, son, but we destroyed your own. We managed your family, now you're on your own. Collateral damage, face down in the sand. Watch the dominoes fall. It's all just part of the plan. I'm expecting heaven. Back the road to hell. We've been down this path before. Don't let it back retribution. So fuck your revolution. I'm expecting heaven. Back the road to hell. We've been down this path before. And every execution. The place of your delusion.
Okay, vocally. Let's talk vocals. Is it all grit and growl? Yeah, it is. I mean, he hasn't sang clean at all. It's been all grit and growl the whole time. But here's the thing: within his grit and growl, there are melodic undertones. I mean, and they're not even all that well hidden. I mean, they're especially in I believe that's the chorus we just heard. You can really hear them in the chorus. Not so much in the verse. In the verse, you have to search for them a little bit, but they're still there. Very reminiscent. It reminds me anyway of Chester Bennington from Linkin Park when he would do his grit and growl, when he would get his aggressiveness side on. Very similar in style, even very similar in tone. Kind of haunting, if I'm being honest. But it sounds really good. It does sound good. I had to think about how, if I was hearing what I was hearing, and if I was, then how was I going to put that into words? And that I figured it out. So there you go. Anyway, let's finish this out. We'll get to the review.
All along that the cancer would spread. So don't be surprised to find a price on your head. Tell me what's in a weapon to watch it get to ground. While the anchors in the ocean have a sack. Let's go.
Yeah. The kind of song that leaves you grooving even after the song is done. Yeah. Yep. Great energy, great drive, without question. Whew. That was fun. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Architects with A Match Made in Heaven. This was a request from Ettore Gianfilippo Bottazzi. Hope I pronounced that name right. All right, let's just get right to it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.4. Yep, 8.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, I'm gonna start in a weird spot. I'm gonna start with vocals. If I'm being honest here, the vocals, were they strong? Yes, they were strong. Did they fit the context of the song? Yes, they fit the context of the song. Was it pure grit and growl? No, it wasn't. There was definitely melodic undertones within the vocals the entire time, not just in spots. It was there the entire time. You had to look for it most of the time. The chorus, it was blatant. You didn't have to look at all. But like during the verses, you had to look for it, right? But that's okay. It was still there. If I'm being honest, I feel like the vocals were the weakest part of the song. Okay, now that's not, I'm not saying the vocals were bad. I'm not saying that at all. Listen, within a song, there's going to be certain things that are stronger than others. There's going to be something that's the strongest, and there's going to be something that's the weakest. Even in the best of songs, there's going to be something that's the strongest, something that's the weakest. In this case, it happened to be the vocals, okay? Now, vocals were nice. Vocals fit. They absolutely fit, and he did a fine job on them. I am not saying his vocals were bad. All I'm saying is, out of everything in the song, it was the weakest part. That's all, okay? The drumming on this was well done. I feel like the drummer could have done more when it came to fills in particular, transitioning from phrase to phrase. I feel like there could have been a little bit more done on the fill work. I feel like a lot of his fills were very simple. And there's nothing wrong with simple, but I feel like this guy's got some serious chops. I mean, I heard in spots where his chops really came through, and that's what left me kind of scratching my head going, well, if he could do it there, why didn't he do it here? You know, it's just, I feel like there could have been done more on the transitional side from phrase to phrase. But, I mean, his drumming sounded really good. I like the tone in his drums, especially in his kick drum. His kick drum had a great, nice attack sound to it, without it sounding thin or tinny. It was still a nice full sound, but you was getting a nice percussive attack on that kick. I could hear the bass. Now, me being a bass player, of course, I'm going to be biased. I'm going to want to hear a little bit more. That's just how it is. I'm a bass player, sue me. But what I did hear from the bass player sounded really good. I did like what I heard. I just would have liked to have heard more of him in the mix. Maybe with a little bit of a harder attack too, possibly. Kind of mimicking what the kick drum was doing. That would have been, I think, a better approach. Maybe a little more high end and a little more mid. The low end was fine. I had no issue with that whatsoever. The guitar playing in this, without question, was the highlight for me. The guitar and the bass playing those unison lines was really nice. But even when the guitar player went off on his own and was doing his own thing, it sounded really good. I loved the guitar tone he had. It walked up to the line of becoming muddy, but it never stepped on the line. It never crossed the line. It was getting up there. Very thick, very crunchy tone. But it fit the context of the song, and I absolutely appreciated it. It sounded really good. No, I dug the song, man. I dug this. I would absolutely listen. This is gym music, without question. This is weights music, without question. Not treadmill. It's too intense for treadmill. This is weights. This is a specific section of it. This is after you do your warm-up reps. And this is where you get to your mass. This is where you get to your building weights, where you're stacking on the plates, and you're gonna really push. You're gonna really go for it. This is the type of song you would use for that, without question. This is going on my gym playlist, absolutely. Driving, I'm gonna be honest with you, folks. I would be very hesitant to put this on either one of my drivers' playlists, because I do have a bit of a lead foot. And I do have a tendency to let music kind of dictate how fast I drive. And if I was to take this song and put it on, I will be on the freeway where the speed limit very clearly says 65, and I'm going to look down my speedometer and it's going to say 90. So I don't know if that's a good idea to put this on either one of my driving lists. I may put this, like, if I'm driving to Vegas and I'm on the 15 and I know there's usually like one spot where there's a highway patrol officer, and that's between Baker and Vegas. But before you get to Baker, there are no police officers. There are no highway patrol. So maybe on that stretch, the 15 before I hit Baker, maybe I'll put this on, and I'll end up going probably 100, and I won't even care. If I get pulled over, fine. I'll eat it. I'll eat the ticket. No, look, this is a great song, man. Great song. I enjoyed this. It was fun. I had a great time listening to it. 8.4. I feel great about that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So, 8.4, final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully, I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.